Spring 1948 is bringing no big changes in the Baltic unitary state. We are still in a defensive setup. We appear to have slight problems with supply here for some reason. But other than that, everything is looking as it should. And I think, what did I just see? Oh no, we just closed these two. To allies. So no, it's all good. Our supply hubs are not overloaded, and we are holding the line as much as we can. It's gotten a little dicey. We had some incidents here with American divisions, and we'll actually see if we can see the losses that they've taken there. These were all the naval invasions. We should have been on the offensive. 38,000 men lost in that little incursion. China is, well, being rolled up by the Americans, so nobody's great surprise, because it's not unified, and it also can't, by the looks of it, hold against that onslaught. The British Malaya has been retaken, so they do have, unfortunately, all the rubber they need, and the Allied troops are inching ever more close to Stalingrad. I am concerned about the Soviet Union falling, so I'm focusing everything we've got on constructing fortifications along the lines here, trying to get everything as fortified as we can possibly get it. We have secured this line here after that one American surprise attack that they launched here. Nothing's really happened since then. What else? We've started building submarines, and we are inching closer towards being able to design ourselves some tanks. But I will get back to fast forwarding for now, and I'll pause and get back to commentating when something interesting happens. Oh yeah, the one thing that we're going to have to do is soon is putting some anti-tank guns on things, because we're starting to see some French tanks here that we need to deal with, and we don't have sufficient firepower on our things to deal with those. But yeah, we are stretched, and while I am training 2 new divisions, that's not an awful lot, and as such. Oh yeah, the other thing, I'm going to have to reload because, as I mentioned last time, I have no idea, because I'm recording ahead, if anybody has commented, but these divisions don't entrench, which is a huge issue, because that means they don't have enough defense against naval invasions. So I'm going to have to reload the game, and then we'll see if that goes away. Okay, I have reloaded, so let's see if these guys are starting to entrench now, and it looks like they aren't. So that's special and new and extremely frustrating. Maybe, well, I mean, one thing I can try. These are all, okay, some of them are territorial defense, some of them are 4th Army. These are 4th Army divisions. This is 4th Army, that's 5th. So we're going to try and give these a front line. I don't know if that'll help. Usually what should happen, I can give them a fallback line, but I'm not seeing how that's going to change things for their entrenchment. Usually when you leave a division where it is, it just goes and entrenches. This one does not go and entrench. So someone, non-aggression, yep, happy with that. Let's try to reassign these. So let's get rid of that line. Sorry, I'm just experimenting a little here and see if that fixes it. Can this division entrench now? I don't want to move them, because with my luck we'll have it. Someone is going to start, but I might have to. Let's test that with this division, which is refusing to entrench. Let's move them over here. And so that didn't help. Let's get them back to the army where they need to be. So let's move this division. Oh, no. No, you don't. You get right back where you came from. Let's move this division around, and now we've inadvertently moved one from Tallinn as well, and see if we can get them to re-entrench that way. Do have to keep an eye on... They're still assaulting us here. But yeah, these guys, you see the value of entrenchment is massive. This is 100% combat power boost. So I do need these, I have to get these divisions entrenched. This is essential that this happens. And I have no idea why they don't. So can you entrench? When they're getting, no, they're not entrenching. Even after moving them, it's just these divisions here. I mean, the other divisions in the same army are entrenching, but these divisions are not, even after reloading the game. So there is some form of bug here that I might not be aware of. Or is this having something to do with, no, it shouldn't have anything to do with fortifications or anything. Well, that is supremely annoying. I may have to prioritize the coastal forts then, because if I can't get these units to entrench, and yeah, they're just refusing to entrench. I think this is the first time I've run into an actual bug in Hearts of Iron 4, and I've been playing this game for a while, but this looks like a bug to me. Anything I need to worry about here? Not really. This looks like a bug to me, and a very annoying one at that. So I am going to have to prioritize. We need to get level 3 naval fortifications up everywhere here. And I am unfortunately going to have to prioritize that because if these units are refusing to entrench, then this needs to happen first. So we at least have some form of defense. And this is elsewhere. So I think it's just these. Leningrad can wait. This one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one, and the where's this one? Coastal fort. That should be a 3 as well. Where did that go? It's not Lapland. It's not Kayala, obviously. It's not Norland. It's, oh, there it is. Okay, yeah, that needs to happen as well. Okay, so I'll prioritize the naval fortifications here to give my, we might have to go for, yeah, we'll go for level 4 naval fortifications, unfortunately, because while this is expensive and time consuming and means I'm not building what I want to build, given that my units are refusing to get entrenched here along this coastline, this is very annoying. Anyway, rant over. Let's move on with the game, shall we? Oh, what happened? What? Hang on, stop. What happened here? Okay. How? How can they suddenly... How can they... Have I missed something? Is this accessible? Okay, please retake that. And delete that Soviet... How did they get through here? That is odd, at say the least. Let's get that Soviet tank division removed before... And this has messed with our supply lines by the looks of it. Yes. I think we should be able to... Let's leave everybody entrenched. Yeah, weird things are happening. I'm not sure how they got in there. But... I think we are recapturing that. I'm not sure if this is accessible from here. This looks like that river crossing might work. Did I not have a division there for some reason? Unclear. But let's retake it, and hopefully before they can reinforce. Because everyone here right now is out of supply. And that is going to take a week until we have, and they are... what's going on here? Okay, and we have an American naval invasion, although that should hold. That should hold. So, okay, let's deal with this weird situation and observe. I think that should be able to hold. We might need an additional division there. And they've broken our cipher. Of course they have. Now let's just leave them there. Yeah, can we retake this, please? And make sure that it stays taken. I'm not sure what happened here. Yeah, games getting a little strange on me now. We are in 1948 after all, and a lot of things are happening. But yeah, it looks like the tank division's retreating here, so this must be accessible. And for some reason, I didn't have a division there. This is weird, and what's especially weird is, okay, so we have retaken it, so I'm just going to get this division to defend that. What is especially weird, yeah, this is a river crossing. What's especially weird is that they haven't taken advantage of that before. So this is sort of a gap between my front lines here that I didn't notice, and apparently the Soviets hadn't noticed either for the longest time, really. But now we need to get our supply back, because we had this supply hub disconnected. Because why was it disconnected? It should be able to get supply through the southern lines? Maybe I was planning to build an alternate supply route here at some point. But yeah, right now we're just going to have to deal with that. Why is that division moving? No. There are two of them. Okay. Did I tell you to move? Just stay there. I'm not sure if that German division had anything to do with it. That's the weirdest thing. Okay. Yeah, strange things happen. So let's let's continue. Okay, we've got the Mechanized 3 researched, and I'm actually going to improve that a bit. I don't know if you knew that, but you can actually make these a little better. Generally, production cost would be great, but we'll have to see how much we can do in terms of reliability. Engine would give them more speed, but I don't think I need that, so we'll just throw the rest into armor pretty much. There we go. Yeah, +5 armor, 10 max speed is enough for me, and reliability balances that out. Save that for 300, mark that as obsolete, and get that switched to that. Okay, Mechanized is developing. I actually might have a bit of a stockpile of these things, to be honest. Do I? I do have 1,200 of these laying around, so I might be able to just change a couple of divisions into mechanized divisions, which I don't want to be a terrible idea. Especially something that isn't like 5th Army, like this division here. Given that I have problems here with entrenchment. How's my mechanized division looking like, actually? This is one I've inherited from the original. So, as a 26 width, I'm probably going to... it's got support RT, it's got engineering. I'm probably just going to remove the... I'll leave one line artillery in, but it gives it a little bit of armor. Save that, and these should be a bit better at... Well, they can't entrench, but they should be a bit better in general, so... Let's give this a mechanized division, which needs 400 mechanized. So there we go, 1 mechanized division additional. Still not entrenching, but there we go. Anyway, back to fast forwarding. And things are starting to get dark in China. Guangxi has capitulated. And, well, there's not much left of it. And the Americans are literally just rolling through Asia at this point. The thing that Japanese could never manage, the United States manage with ease. So the bigger problem that I've got with this is that eventually they will be facing the Soviet Union. Fortunately, most of central China is completely without supply. So I hope that they'll just get bogged down. And I think China is going to capitulate as well. So maybe some of the warlord territories can hold on still, but I don't have the highest of hopes there. The bigger problem is that they obviously then can march into the Soviet Union from there as well. So controlling the heartland here is going to potentially cause the Soviet Union to capitulate, which means I really need to get a move on with my construction works. But right now I'm just building naval fortifications to deal with the buggy situation here. It's very unfortunate. But we have just finished the 1943 medium tanks. I'm not going to build modern tanks because these things are stupid expensive. They're like more than twice as expensive as the 1943 mediums. And I think we can make something work with the 1943 mediums. So let's see if we can design ourselves a tank that we can start producing. Where am I? Here. Yeah, tank. So we have the advanced medium tank chassis, and we'll see what we can build out of that. Now, I am most interested in soft attack, to be honest, which means I am going to probably err towards the artillery, really. So let's actually start with that then. Can we, if we put a medium fixed superstructure in there, we should be able to get the heavy howitzer in. Yep, and I think that's the best. That should be the best. What was it? 57.7. That should be better than anything we can get out of the medium tree. Yeah, the medium howitzer has 10 less. So that is going to reduce the breakthrough of this division, which is okay. I am more after really the soft attack value here. So let's get the heavy howitzer in there. And that will be our self-propelled artillery. We're going to go with welded armor. It's a good middle ground. And I'm not too concerned about the breakthrough, and the more of this speed is more of an issue. So we might be switching out to Christie. Okay, and then we want to probably go for like a 10 kilometers. So we'll have to balance that between armor and engines. We'll see how much we can get in there. Let's put definitely put a radio in there. That'll help with the breakthrough. And what else can we put? Anything really that defense and breakthrough. I don't want to make it too expensive, really. We can get easy maintenance is a nice one. Very expensive, but that both increases the reliability. I've never seen this before. It reduces production cost and improves reliability. So yeah, sure, we'll do that. What else can we stick in there? Okay, I'll see first. I don't want, like I said, I don't want to make them too expensive. So let's see what we can get in there in terms of armor and speed. I think 15 engine would be probably where we're gonna get. We've still got some reliability left, so that would get us to 10. Yeah, 103% is actually too much. We can get to. We've still got a little bit. 10.1, 96%. I'm okay with. I don't have. Oh, I don't have the. Oh yeah, that's not a medium tank. That's an artillery piece. I should have the army experience. So I'm gonna have to find a self-propelled gun. Obviously, this needs to look a little bit. Okay, that's the only one we get. So it looks a bit. Yeah, it doesn't look like that, but it's okay. We can use something like a self-propelled artillery. I mean, well. Close enough. We'll use this one. So this is our heavy howitzer self-propelled artillery. Has a crazy amount of armor. Obviously slightly reduced hardness, but very good soft attack. So I'm gonna have to find some good names for these things. I'll be right back. There we go. S48 Herc. And that is that one. Now we are also going to create an actual tank. So let's see what we're going to make out of that one. Let's start with a regular medium cannon, and the improved medium cannon I think is the good middle ground here. between, yeah, the high velocity cannon would be more against enemy tanks, but I think we'll mostly be facing infantry, so we're going with that. And the rest is going to be relatively similar. Christie suspension, advanced radio, and we can do the easy maintenance here as well. But we might see if we can put something, if we can get a little bit, can we do anything to improve things a little bit? Like, for example, where is it? Sloped armor might be nice. Let's get sloped. Okay, this needs to be. This is the R48. I'm not sure how you pronounce it in Estonian. I looked at it. I think is it Hund or Hunt? It's probably not Hunt because it means wolf. So that's the idea. So that's going to be the wolf, and we are going to go for the 10 kilometer speed again with all the armor we can possibly get. And then we see what we can still stick into that. And that's 10 kilometers. And we've got 128 armor. Nice. Can we do anything else here that's useful? Plus 10% piercing. Don't need it really. Hopla. I didn't want to do that. Remove that because I can't remember what that did. So let's look that up. That's 5 breakthrough, which is kind of nice, I guess. Dozer blades is more for entrenchment. We could put armor skirts in there. That is going to give us both breakthrough and armor. We don't really need defense. That's defense and breakthrough. Defense and breakthrough. And that was piercing. So that's +1 soft attack, which is kind of nice, but I'm tempted to put the stabilizer in there. Okay, there we go. A bit more expensive, but we have ourselves a medium tank as well. So we can, and obviously that needs a different. Unfortunately, we only have the generic models here. That needs to look at least a little different. Can we make this maybe look like that? Yeah, that would work. Okay. So this is going to be a new production line, or 2 new production lines rather. So that's going to require some additional factories that we don't have. But we will get there eventually. So can we get like 10 factories on that and 10 factories on that? And we are... do we have anywhere factories that we can pull? I mean, we've got a good amount of armored trains now, so I'm going to pull 5 off the armored trains. We're good on trucks at this point, so I'm going to pull 2 of the trucks. Anti-tank is still being produced, but I like building up stockpiles here. We may not need 10 on infantry equipment, although what do we have in store from that infantry equipment? This is all foreign stuff. I think we've got the generic weapons 3, right? Yeah, we've only got about 7,000 of those. So let's keep building those. We can always hand all the foreign stuff later on to Germany. And I've got these going on in research. We're not doing the modern tank just yet. We're improving things around. This is all mine sweeping. Not too keen on any of that. Don't really have an awful lot to research anymore, I believe. I think we've done, except for the rocket things here. Do we have anything air-wise to research? I mean, we can just do the recon, just in case we'll want to build recon planes. So that's ongoing. I've got nothing to use my political power on at this point, and that means we're going back to the waiting game, but as we will... how's my production looking right now? We've got 4 on here. Let's make it... let's make it... Okay, hang on. Let's make this 3 and that 1. And then we'll bring that back up to 10 and that also to 10. Okay, so do we have an actual tank division? I think we did. Yeah, we have the Panzer division, which isn't great. but we can reuse that. So I would let's see. This should be medium tanks, yeah. So we're gonna go medium tanks here. This is medium tank, yeah. And we will go with. I think. Did I need the flame tank company? Definitely. The engineers. And we probably want something like armored recon. The motorized recon is giving some movement bonuses. The light armored is flat 10. This doesn't the light armored, the armored cars don't give anything. And these give some movement bonuses. I might go with, what is this? Forest. Yeah, we've got lots of forest to deal with. Forest and jungle. So might go with armored recon. I'm not sure if I have, I don't think I have actual light tanks for this kind of stuff. Well, let's leave it out for now. But we do want the field hospitals to make sure that things don't go sideways. And we are using support RT and support AA. But we have to put the self-propelled artillery in still if we want to go high on the soft attack. So I'm gonna go with 3 self-propelled artilleries, and then we obviously need to not just have tanks. So we're gonna put some mechanized infantry in here, which is free due to, I don't have enough to design this. Okay, I need to build up some. Never mind. We'll build up some army XP first, and then eventually we'll get a company or two. We're not gonna get many divisions. And many tank divisions, but I'm more interested to start moving these into the first army to. In fact, we can probably just train the division as is because we have the material for these, and these would be kind of, how many can we actually how many can we get? We can get 3 divisions. 3 Panzer divisions. That's not too terrible in terms of manpower. And they can go into the first army. They can become a little bit of an operational reserve because that's something that I've really been missing. So let's get these already started, and then we can later convert them into a better. We'll just use captured tanks for now. We can later convert them into a better one. Yeah, China is getting steamrolled absolutely here. They have, I don't think they have anything left, honestly. I don't know how many divisions China has left, but it can't be an awful lot. Yeah, they do have a decent amount of divisions left, but it looks like the Americans are just overwhelming them at this point. Okay, yeah. Which is a problem, but a problem for later. For now, we're just going to go and fast forward again. Oh, I think my entrenchment has just fixed itself. Look at these. These divisions are starting to entrench. Why are they only having 7% entrenchment maximum? What's going on here? This is different. This division can have this division can have 98% entrenchment. This division, which is in the same army, can only have max 7% entrenchment. Oh, I get it. Okay. Yeah, they're countering entrenchment by the... I didn't know it worked that way. The Intel networks are countering entrenchment. Okay, it's not a bug. Still bug-free. The Intel networks are countering entrenchment. That's what's happening. That's why I didn't get the entrenchment here, because they had built Intel networks here, which gives them obviously a bonus. And I didn't know that this actually meant that the divisions themselves wouldn't entrench. So I might have to actually... do I still need you for resistance suppression? Not that much, actually. I might actually get you onto counter intel here. And we might invest a little bit in in counterintelligence. Let's do that, because that's annoying. I didn't know that this is how this worked. So hopefully by now somebody has mentioned this in the comments. And yeah, these are British divisions that are trying to land. But I don't think they will, because we do have the naval fortifications up now. So that should reduce, yeah, that does reduce their soft attack. And they have decrypted our cipher again, which isn't helping. Yes, I could invest there as well, but I need to get these fortifications up and running because, yeah, as you see. Oh, what's going on here? Soviet attack. Masked Soviet attack. I don't think they'll make that, but seriously, Soviet Union. You see that, right? You are getting assaulted along the lines here, everywhere. Massive Soviet attack here. So the Soviets have just decided that it's time to fight, and are trying to retake Volkhov here in the north, which is a supply hub. So I'd rather they not take that. But 2 divisions should be enough to hold this. I'm not sure if this is the Soviets attacking or the Soviets counter-attacking, but honestly, can you use these divisions against the Allies and not me? Like, I'm the least of your problems right now. Anyway, let's see how this plays out. This is 5 divisions plus reserves, but I think we should have the entrenchment to hold this potentially. This should hold for sure because they're attacking across rivers, so that's not going down. If we lose this province, it's not a massive problem. I can always fall back behind the river line. How's that defense looking here? Defense is looking solid. And okay, they are now starting to get a little bit of entrenchment back because the intel network. They had a spy here. I did not know that this is how intel networks were working, to be honest. This was news to me as well, so learned something today. Aerial bombardment obviously doing some damage here, but we have held. But if they are now getting funny ideas, okay, we can probably reduce the amount of naval fortifications we need to build a little bit. These guys, what's your entrenchment? Because I have never really paid attention to this, and now I actually have to check if anyone has no entrenchment somewhere. Because due to enemy intel networks. Oh, that's definitely something that I wasn't aware of. That's how this works. Anyway, that's a relief. So we are starting to get our entrenchment back, and I think counterintelligence hopefully will help. Having a second operative at some point would be quite nice, especially if we're starting to do offensive operations ourselves. So this is something that I absolutely didn't know. I might have to do a little tutorial video about this because it's just something I found out. So got something to do there. But yeah, we do need to get the fortifications up and running here because right now we don't have any. Especially here, this position doesn't have any fortifications, and I kind of like to keep that little river crossing. Which one is that? That little river crossing stable. So maybe we'll prioritize that a little bit right now. And but we still got to do the Scandinavian fortifications. Although I might pull some of the forts here forward. In fact, I think I've got a good amount. I want to probably keep 250,000 men in reserve, but I am going to start training a couple more divisions up. It's going to take forever, but this should help with the defense. Where's the fortification on Volkhov? Volkhov, not that one or that one, this one. Yeah, this needs to go up as well. So let's get these because if they're starting to attack these positions, I'd rather start building forts there while that happens. And we have a submarine, actually. We have a submarine, ladies and gentlemen, so we can reform the navy. which means our admiral gets something to do again. Medium risk engagement is fine. And we have the EML Kalev restored. Now the question is, can I get you to do convoy raiding in the western approaches? I can, because we have the... Yes, we've got range all the way. Nice. So in that case, we may as well do it in the north, not in the western approaches, but we might as well do it in the North Atlantic. Because and in the mid-Atlantic gap, because these are deep oceans, so we actually get we just get again another minus 15% on visibility for submarines. So let's cover the Atlantic gap, because we can actually reach that from our positions, and start some convoy raiding operations. That would be the first submarine fleet. There we go. Actually, that's a squadron, and that is not fleet 1. That is the fleet, because we're never going to have more than one. But we have a submarine, and the submarine is going to go and hunt if it can, and it can't get there, I think, because I might have to temporarily allow access to get the submarine to move out. Can it move to designated area of operations? And yes, it can. And then we'll we'll just have to make sure there's no supply lines going here, but I don't think they need to be. So submarine can move to designated area. I would love it if they were not going through the channel. So can I get you to just let's get you to move here and then there, and no. Okay, I'm gonna have to do this one by one, because that is a death trap for submarines. So please move. Actually, you know what? I can just tell it not to. So if we do that, that should mean, let's see if this works. Submarine assigned area, not the convoy raiding, not the Norwegian Sea. Can I get you to not do that? Convoy raiding. Shift right click to remove. Yeah. Okay. Yes, that works. So don't go through the channel, please. Go through the northern approaches. That is much more safe for you. And yeah, we've got an operational submarine. It's on the way, moving to assigned fleet area. And yes, they're fresh. They're untrained, but I mean, what we can do is we can just do naval exercises in the assigned fleet area. I don't want to do naval exercises here, but I have to, right? Because they're potentially enemy shipping in the way. Let's see if we can get away with naval exercises. If our submarine gets attacked, then I hope they get away, and we will then approach. We'll then send them to operating in the outer Atlantic. Okay, so China is still falling. The Americans are occupying. The Allies are occupying the coast. They're pushing the Soviets there, and we are once again stable. So I think it's once again time to fast forward. And I will keep an eye on our friendly submarine and hope that they don't get detected. Okay, we have our first submarine combat. Unfortunately, it looks like the Canadians are very much up to the task and are covering the North Atlantic Ridge. So our submarine is going to try and disengage after having detected a group of 12 destroyers escorting this convoy. And we'll see if we can get away. I don't think they can be. I don't think they'll be spotted by the destroyers, hopefully. But because this is a deep ocean area, so I hope they can get away. This is quickly checking that there's nothing I need to worry about. Hang on. That is a bunch of American divisions attacking us here. Oh, that's not good. I think they will probably try to land here, which is one of the weak spots that I've identified earlier. And I haven't yet managed to to close that loophole. So a slight oversight on my side here. We'll bring some divisions in and see if we can railroad them into place quickly, and see if we can hold on. Yeah, they're definitely trying to land here. Leningrad is actually struggling as well. This has gotten into place, but I don't think they can hold that. I will try, however, just because the supply lines here are so vital. So we'll get one more division in here, just to try and hold off the Americans there. Leningrad seems to be holding. Interesting that they're changing their tactics here. Okay, so that seems to be under control. We've just managed to hold on, but we definitely need to defend this line here. So I think this division can hold, although it is going to be costly in terms of manpower losses. But yes, I am actually training a couple of additional divisions, just to bolster the lines here. We've got 2 divisions there. We've got 1 division here near Turku. I might send this one south so they can help with. There they come again. Actually, send them north. How's my submarine combat? Has my submarine made it out? Submarine has escaped, but it looks like Canada is unfortunately covering the North Atlantic Ridge. The Mid-Atlantic Gap, however, might be uncovered. So let's remove the North Atlantic Ridge and head over to the Mid-Atlantic Gap and see if we can be more effective over there with our single submarine. A little Turkish incursion here that we'll deal with on the quick. And then I have yep, there they come. Okay. They have landed there. That's fine. We'll wipe them out. They're still trying to take Vasa, which isn't going to happen. And then I think I have a good idea what I can do with my... Well, first of all, we're going to exhort heroism, but I've got a good idea what I can do with my political power. I can give out some medals while we are dealing with these 3 Turkish divisions here that have managed to land, but have not managed to take a port. So that's something we can sort out on the quick. Yeah, I need a couple more divisions along, like 2 more here and maybe 2 more here in this area, just to deal with these little incursions there. Because if the Americans are managing to land with 8 divisions here, then it's going to be a bit of a problem to deal with that. But with these 2, with this Turkish division here, that's not so much of a problem. We can wipe these out. And they're gone. Okay, so that's that. How bad have our losses been in that defense? It wasn't too bad, I think. That was against the Americans. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. We've lost a bit of manpower, but it wasn't overly terrible. Field hospitals probably. What's going on here? Massive onslaught here. Along the front lines. Who's attacking me here? So this is Vitebsk assault, French divisions, and because they are attacking from 3 sides, the fort is actually less. Even though it's a level 5 fort, it's actually less powerful. So we may actually have to improve that a little bit. I did not want to do that. We might have to improve that a little bit at some point, but I think we should be able... Okay, let's slow it down a little. I just want to make sure that we're holding that. Yes, we are holding. We are holding across the lines. The French seem to have grown a little tired and are trying to make something happen, but Mid-Atlantic Gap we are having, and we have a hunt now. Yes, 3 American convoys. Can we manage to catch them? That would be lovely. Can we sink something? It looks like they might be able to get away, unfortunately, because we haven't sunk any yet. But it's definitely better hunting grounds at this point. The single submarine might just not have the firepower to take on the 3 convoys. So, okay. Front lines have calmed down. That's another Turkish naval invasion. Okay, when is our next submarine going to finish? Because, oh, it is finished. Okay, so that one can exercise. And then we will get them to join. Let's see the end of this naval combat. But yeah, I think they have managed to get away. So unfortunately, unfortunately nothing there. This is the Poles attacking us still. And yeah, they have been launching a couple of attacks along the front lines, but nothing major. Why are we out of supply here? We should not be out of supply there. We should be okay on supply here. Do I need to build another supply hub? I'll just schedule one. Just straight at the front lines here. Make that happen eventually. It's probably state level supply that'll sort itself out at some point. But yeah, it's good that we're holding these lines here, because that's a pretty vital gap here, and I had missed that previously. So last thing I was going to do today, let's get out some medals. Let's see who we can. Actually, we have naval XP we can use. The convoy warfare. See, not really helping us, I think. +1 attack might be best, actually, because that's just the XP gain, and he's already got that trait. So we'll give him instilled aggression, and we can switch this one over to this is just design, repair speed, submarine research and design. Don't really need that. Naval experience gain, don't need. Maybe naval reform, just so we can get the doctrine up more quickly. Let's do that. And then we can put, I'm not sure night fighting probably be good, or inclement weather experience would also be quite nice. Okay, but to close off the episode, we will, no, that's not what I wanted to do. We will give out some medals. I think it's in the officer list, isn't it? Citation, yes. We can, well, we've got some experienced divisions here. I think I'm going to give more out to the defensive divisions, honestly, at this point. Let's see if anyone who doesn't have a medal yet. Plus 10% orc, be kind of nice. Or 5% attack. I'm going to go with 5% attack. I can use up my political power to hand out some medals here. Plus 5% attack. These guys get it as well. I mean, 10% orc isn't bad either. We might throw it around a little bit, and there we go. So that's a good sink for my political power. We've still got our single submarine operating in the Mid-Atlantic Gap, which isn't covered by convoys. Probably, interestingly enough, the Canadians managed to cover the ridge, but they haven't made their way over to the Gap. Well, I'm sure we'll enjoy ourselves over there. A bunch of assaults, really, just along the lines here. Quite costly. I mean, if you look at, we've lost 22, they've lost over 2,000. That was a naval invasion, but yeah, quite expensive assaults that they've launched here. So last thing we do. So far, we have had 1.4 million casualties on our side. We have inflicted. Can I sort this, by the way? No, I can't. I can just collapse it. I'm kind of curious with them, with like the French, for example, and the Polish, obviously. How much have we done against France? Yep, almost 1 million against France, and Yugoslavia, we've already done 1 million against Yugoslavia. Turkey, we are responsible for the majority of their losses here in this war, to be honest. United States, we're already at 2.5 million. And where are the polls here? 1.7, actually more to the US at this point. So yeah, we have done our share, and China is still busy collapsing. The US are controlling all their industry, which is very unfortunate, because it's not that, well, the US have enough industry as it is. It's not that they need it, but still unfortunate. Hopefully at least the resistance is going to cause them some grief. And I think we are starting to counter the enemy intel networks somewhat, that we're getting our entrenchment back here. So that is still, yeah, there's still a fair amount of intel networks going on here. So we'll just leave our operative on countering, and do what we can. Maybe we catch one and we can torture them a little bit. But anyway, that's it for me today. Thanks everybody, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.